all well. I actually saw Pool School set up this really interesting drill that I want to try. Yeah, sorry about that, I was getting feedback there. Yeah, it's quite an interesting drill that he set up, so I wanted to have a go at it. But there was a couple of things that he spoke about that I wanted to add a couple of things to. So what he said in the drill, and please, I hope he's okay with me trying this and using his thumbnail. It's a great channel. I would encourage you to have a look at it if you haven't seen it already. But what he did was, he placed the cue ball right in the centre of the table, and he placed an object ball. I've made a couple of chalks there to position it in the same place all the time. Position it there, and all he had to do was pop that ball in there, and with each shot, he had to cannon each ball. So the first one, cannon that one, next one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and so on. Now, the purpose of that is to get you used to playing with, so he spoke about varying degrees of side spin, and top and bottom on the cue ball. But there's a couple of things that I think make this drill a little bit easier. And I just want to show something first. So if we look at side spin first, and you used various degrees for different shots. Side spin on its own doesn't have a massive impact depending on how extreme you go with it. So to give you an example, I'm going to play straight up and down the spot, and I'm going to put just a little bit of side spin on this, a little bit of left hand side spin. And apologies, I have spoke about my arm quite a lot. As you can see, I struggle to get down in the shot, so there might be some misses in this shot. You can see I kind of put my head down rather than being able to get my arm right. Anyway, so this is with a little bit of side spin, so maybe about a tip away from the centre. If I hit this, you can see it was going towards that middle pocket. Now if I hit the same shot at the exact same pace but put extreme side spin on it, then you would expect to get a lot more. But if I should show you, so this is now pretty much as far as I can hit the side spin, you see it's actually not that much more. So side spin on its own doesn't make that big a difference, you know, the varying amounts. What does make a difference is how hard you hit the ball. So he correctly said that you know, in UK pool, this cue ball is smaller than the object ball. So when it hits it, it actually bounces back a little bit. Now the harder you hit the ball, the more it bounces. So if you're faced with a shot like this, if you hit that soft, the cue ball isn't going to bounce back as far. It's actually just going to run through. Okay? So with top spin, it would just run through to about there. If I hit it harder with top spin, it's going to kind of bounce back a bit first, and then it's going to take the top spin. So it's got the effect of widening the angle. So pace, for me, is a big factor to play in this. And I'll just show you, I'll just plot this ball, so we'll put it soft to begin with, just about the top spin. And you can see I hit it probably about here. Now if I hit that shot harder, exact same, you know, same top spin, place the balls in the same position, but just hit it harder, you'll notice how much wider the cue ball goes. Just a bit harder. You see I probably hit about here. So pace is a big factor in this drill. And the other thing that makes this drill a little bit easier, now I've never tried it before, so this is guesswork at the moment. The other thing is where you pop the ball in the pocket. So if we're here, if the object ball is here, we've got that whole pocket to aim for. So there's the middle of the pocket, but we can manipulate the angle of the cue ball by either popping the ball here or here. So I just want to show you the difference that makes. I'm going to hit two shots at the exact same pace. That's in line. And just watch the difference. Just off one cushion, I'm going to show you here. So I'll hit this one thick. That thick actually, I didn't hit that as well as I meant. But you saw where the cue ball was going there. So I probably got to about there. I should have got that. I should have hit that better. Now I'll plot this one on this side of the pocket. and you can see I get the cue ball much wider. So for me, on this drill, you would use a number of things. Pace and where you pop the ball is probably two of the biggest ones. We'll use top and bottom and left hand spin mainly on this. I think, I don't know if there's any with right, but we'll give it a go and see what we think. So, you take them in order. Let me just get a few balls out. Yes. So, first of all, we put this ball and we try and cannon this one. Apologies, you can see that I'm really struggling to stretch here. I'll just check scores and doors. I have only one watching, I think. Right. So this one, it's just the natural angle really. If we just pop this in, you can see we cannon that one. The first one's quite straightforward. The only way that I think you can miss that is if you miss the pot, or if you hit it too hard. So, as I said, if you're playing a kind of medium pace, you'll get the cue ball to about here. If you hit it harder, you can probably widen that angle. So let's try this one now. So this one, he played with bottom, which is the correct thing to do. It's a little bit tricky to judge this. If you hit it too soft, you're not going to get enough bottom in it, it's going to hit here. If you hit it too hard, or if you hit it a kind of medium pace, the bottom might kick in too quickly and you miss here. So a lot of this is about pace, but I'll give you a little trick here for this one. So if you're faced with this in a match, so you just put the bottom in it. Now if you hit here, let's say you hit here, you're going to miss that ball. What you can do is, if you put left hand spin on it, just gives you a bit more margin for error. So if you hit here, rather than the cue ball coming this way, left hand spin will kick in and take it closer to that ball. So it's a little bit of a tricky one, this one. But if we put left hand spin, bottom left hand spin on this, then it should give us a bigger margin for error. This one, you could probably use pace to hit this one. So when I was demonstrating speed, I was able to throw the cue ball to about there, which would probably hit that. Let's check. Yeah, I think this one would be easier. Just a kind of medium pace, nice and smooth shot, but with left hand spin. If we do that, then I think we can manipulate the cue ball from here towards the yellow. So let's give it a go. So top left hand spin on this one. Yep. Now this one, I think, I can't remember if you played this one with left hand spin or not, but I think this one, you can use the natural angle in this. So what we don't want to do, we want to get the pace right in this one. If we hit it too hard, the cue ball's going to throw over there, we're not going to get near. So we need to hit this nice and smooth, because the cue ball does have to travel a little bit of distance to get to here. So we want to hit it nice and smooth through the ball. Now, I think for this one, we might be best, rather than aiming for the centre of the pocket, if we aim for that side. That means that the cue ball is going to take a narrower path and give us a shot at that. So I think we can get that. I didn't hit that as thick as I would have liked. I think the natural angle might be there. Possibly hit it a little bit too hard as well, which just widens the angle. So I'm going to hit this the exact same again. I'm just going to alter the pace. And let's see if we can get it. Okay. So I just changed the pace there, and I was able to get it. Now looking at this routine, I think that this might be the most difficult one to hit. Either this one or this one, I think. So you saw that we're able to use a natural angle to get to about here. I think that's as about, you saw the first shot I played, I hit here. I was able to make small adjustments to get to about here. I don't think you could make more to get to this ball. So I think we're going to have to play this one with right hand side spin. Now, this one, we're going to use a few different things. So the amount of side spin that we put on it, the pace that we play it at, and where we pot it. Because this isn't it. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to play this quite hard with quite a lot of side spin. I want you to watch what happens. We will get nowhere near this ball at all. You see, the cue ball shifts right back up. So we need to vary the pace, the amount of spin, and what part of the pocket we pot this one in to get that ball. This to me does not look easy. So I think we need to hit it softer. We need to put less right hand spin on it, and I think we need to throw the cue ball out. So if I hit it nice and smooth, I'm hitting about here. Putting right hand spin on it is going to check it back up. So I think we need to actually hit this with a bit of pace to try and throw the cue ball out more and then get it to check. And possibly pot it in the right hand side of the pocket. Just a touch of slide. A bit closer, so we're actually going to hit that one, so should bear that in mind. That's our angle for that one. But go much closer to it, so it's varying that speed and the amount of spin. So we either want to hit this harder, I think we need to hit it harder, because I couldn't really put less spin on that. Oof. Help if I pointed the ball, Jesus. That's one of them, you ever hear people making the excuse that they concentrated in the position rather than the ball. That was one of them, I missed that by a week. So let's try that again. It doesn't feel on to me, this shot. You could almost play it off two cushions, get off there and back to that. I think actually just try this with top spin. Yeah, just top spin. So what I did there, I felt that was easier. I ended up potting it in here, which narrowed my angle this way, and I got enough top spin to get it there. So this one we do have to play with left hand spin. Not a lot, but we saw it in the previous shot, we were able to get it. Just a touch, not much. Hard enough? Yeah. So this one, I think Pool School might have struggled with this one. He was changing how high and how low he was hitting on the cue ball and playing with various degrees of spin. I think this might be a natural angle. So remember when I was aiming for this one, the first time I hit it, I hit here. So if I can get that same pace again, if I hit there, I think that takes me close to that ball. So we'll give this a go. So we're wanting to kind of a little bit top spin, quite hard to widen the angles, and we're aiming to try and get the cue ball to about there, which will help us get that one. Close. But you saw where I went wrong. I hit about there rather than there. So that shot is definitely on. We just need to vary the pace on it. Get a few more balls. So that's where we're aiming for. Right there. Time. So I put more pace on that shot, and that's why it widened up but I thought I would compensate with more topspin. So I need to hit the shot smoother. It's the exact same shot. I just need to get nice and smooth through the ball, so I kind of punch that in rather nice and smooth, like that. So that is smooth. Have a bit of pace. Yes. And when I talk about being smooth, it's kind of the follow through of your cue. So smooth to me would be, let's say that's it, the end of your backswing, a nice all the way through is almost like one constant pace. That's nice and smooth. You can get more manipulation on the white and really like punch balls in. So it's like you aim for the white or the cue ball, you aim to hit that hard and then decelerate as you go through. That to me would be a punch shot. This one, I've not looked at this one yet. Right, okay, so we need side spin on this. So we know that we can get the cue ball to about here, which is what we want to do. If we can get it to about here with side spin, then that'll take it down there. So if we just put a lot of side spin on this, we know from that first shot that we hit the yellow ball here. So if we hit there, probably for the next one, that will go towards that ball. So we want to get less spin on it. So the cue ball's maybe hitting about here. So we're trying to hit it at the same place again as when we hit that one, but we're getting spin on it to take it into there. So just a little bit of top left on this, not too hard or it will throw it too much. Hard enough, but I had the right line. So it'll be interesting this one. So I just need to hit it harder, but if I hit it harder, I throw the cue ball off more. That's good. So I'm going to put less side on this line because it's going to throw off more. Looks good, looks good. You got it? Yes. So this is what I mean about making little adjustments. So I knew that I had to hit it harder. If I hit it harder, rather than the cue ball coming to here, it comes to here. So I need less spin on it. This to me looks like a fairly natural angle. So we're playing almost the exact same shot that we played the first one where we hit here and then we hit that yellow here. If we can hit that point with the same amount of spin, I think it automatically goes towards us. Just make sure that's in the middle of the cushion. I think it's right here. So we're just putting pretty much as much spin on this as we can. Top left hand spin. Nice. What will happen as well with this one, so we're trying to get this quickly around the angles. So the spin in this instance, left hand spin, is running side. So it's going to move it into this cushion quickly and then it'll spring out from there. So you allow the side to do the work rather than your cue arm. Side spin is going to quicken up this ball. Yeah, I thought that was a natural angle. I probably could have hit that one better. I kind of punched that one in rather nice and smooth, but we did flick it. This one, this is actually, now that I've gone round the table, this might get a little bit tricky, this one. So we're using a few things to judge here. We're going to have to put, so it's the same shot again, we're coming around these two cushions, trying to get into this. I think Pool School did this with bottom, and he was trying to get the cue ball into about here. So that's quite a precise thing to judge. The natural angle from there goes towards that. Now if you do that, the screw back, because it's a half ball cut, there's so much can go wrong with pace. You know, you hit slightly soft, you'll hit there. You hit slightly harder and you'll bite too quickly, you'll hit here, you pot the cue ball. So a lot of things can go wrong with this. And then even if you hit it well, you might not have enough pace to get down there. So I think it's best to play this shot with left hand spin. Like I said before, left hand spin is running side, so when it hits here, it's going to pick up pace. It's going to make that shot a little bit easier for you. So I think we need to, we could end up going quite wide here and heading towards it, because we need to get quite close to that corner pocket. So rather than the last shot where we put top left hand spin on it and hit here, we need to put the bottom left hand spin on it. So I could look silly here and pop this in the corner pocket. Let's see. That looked bad. That probably was not far away from where I need to be on that shot. I just caught the knuckle. So if I could get less backspin on it, I might get closer to that shot. That's miles away. So I got less backspin, but you can see that I missed it. So I need to get somewhere between that first and second shot. Now I know exactly where I need to hit. It's just a case of executing it, which is not easy on this shot. Hands up if you think I'll go in off it one of these attempts. Yeah, I've got to get close to it. Took a lot of speed off of that, but you saw that I hit far too far down there. Just worried about that enough. Let's get closer, let's be dangerous. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. I said let's be dangerous and get closer. I'm kind of punching it in with not really getting much screw back in this. I'm almost too scared to go in off. So let's make sure I get it. That's better. Oh! So there you go. There's one way to hit that 8 ball. I probably wouldn't play it like that. That would have to be so precise to get that. I didn't think I would be on that angle. This looks good. Yes! That is, I think that might be the trickiest one so far. That's quite an accurate, you've got to be quite accurate with where that cue ball puts to. This one, this is probably the strangest shot. It's the only one that I think you play off one cushion like this. So, one cushion. Again, this is speed. Speed's really important to this. You're going to have to put backspin on it. So if you get the bite too soon, your cue ball is going to come to here. It's not going to go near the black. It's going to just go back across. Get it. If you don't get it quick enough, you're going to end up in here again, which is going to get us nowhere near. And if we get too much, and we come in here, and what we have to do is play this with left-hand spin, so that when the cue ball does come to here, it checks back across towards that 8 ball. Now, if we hit this too hard and get a good amount of spin, then we're going to end up about here with the cue ball. So this one for me, so much about pace to judge this. And I think I don't want to get too much. If I put too much spin on it, once it hits here, the spin, because it's like check side, it's going to kill all the speed out of it. And we need to hit it quite hard to get it back across there. So you see what I mean? Like, I got too much in it and got nowhere near it. I could potentially hit this harder because the backspin kicked in too early. So I hit quite far up this cushion. The backspin took too early. So if I hit it a little bit harder, see what happened there? So the backspin, had it almost the exact same, backspin didn't take as quickly, so I hit further down the cushion, too much side spin on it that took it out that way. So this is a tricky one as well. I think potentially if we can get less side spin on it, we might hit it. Yeah, got it. Now I think there might be another way of doing this, which is a fun way. Let's see if we can try it. This is kind of what I would do if I was playing. I like to mess around once the frame is finished and play with extreme spin and few action shots. We can hit this with right hand spin, so let's reverse it. But what we need to do is we need to get it to bite quite quickly into here. So instead of it following the natural angle and going out that way, we'll reverse it into this cushion and try and get it. Now, the chances are, if I get that, I'm going to hit about here with the cue ball. It's one of these I almost need to hit about here to get it. So it's so precise. So I'll have one go with it, see what it's like, and then end the stream, I think. Oh, that was close. It's like I said, I think I hit about here. So you see how close to this knuckle I need to get. I was too close to give up now. I'll wait till I completely butcher the shot and then give up. Let's give it a go. Maybe if I put more, if I kind of stun it more rather than screw back, stun it and try and get more right hand spin on it. Let's try it that way. I did butcher the shot. Now I've said that, I can't end it. I'm at least going to pot the ball and end there. But I bet you if I didn't hit that knuckle, I would have been close. If I didn't pot that ball, I would have been close. Let's play the first spin. I tried it. Yeah. So that bit far too soon. I think the cue ball was actually going that pocket. So again, speed is big in the shot. I don't even know if it is on actually, but I did get close to this one. Might not be on. I would have to hit it very well to get that into here and spin along. But you can see it's along the right track. So I hope you found that interesting. I did. I like Phil School's video. So thanks a lot for watching it. I'm now away for take some painkillers on this arm. I'm in a bit of pain. But thank you, and I'll see you soon on the next one.